All right, guys. So basically, I want to show you how I've been going about automating some posts on Facebook. I've been doing a lot of different stuff. You don't have to use this tool for Facebook. It could be used for anything that's a website. I just wanted to share with you. Basically, what I'm using is a browser, a new browser from Perplexity. It's called Comet. It has an AI assistant that is amazing compared to other browser assistants, AI assistants I've used, whether they're Chrome extensions or whatever. This requires no setup. You just need to get an account with Perplexity if you don't already have one and log in. They are giving their free pro plan free for a month right now, which is I'm on. I don't use I pay for it, so I don't actually get the discount. But um, basically, this is the best AI assistant I've used so far. Some other ones I've used, they'll generate the code and try to figure out the website on the fly and try to write some like browser automation code that gets really ugly and you got to troubleshoot it, and it's not that easy. This one in particular, you pretty much just talk to it like you would ChatGPT and tell it what you want. And so in the past few days, I've gone and I've had it write posts for my personal page in Facebook, um, and it's gone and wrote like I think you can schedule like 50 posts. So I've scheduled like 50 posts until to like write about your content for my personal page, whether it's meme stuff or if it's like business related. Um, and then I've also gone in like to groups and done groups where I've gone and isolated like different people and looked for my customer profile. Now, one project I've been working on is a AI call assistant, so a phone assistant for a realtor that basically puts signs out on the road for and with a phone number and says we'll pay cash for your home or whatever. So basically investor wholesaler types. And so I built an AI assistant that allows you to call that number and speak to his assistant, and then it'll do all the things like qualification, and it'll make sure like it'll what's it, not just qualify, it'll qualify if see if they're a hot lead, cold lead, schedule follow-ups, send text messages, does all that stuff, right? Sends him a notification, lets him know when he has a hot lead on the line. And so it does all that stuff for him. So what I did was I used so I'll switch my screen here real fast. I basically just went over to Comet and I said, hey, I wrote so I told it what I was doing and I gave it a post. And in that post, I was like, hey, this is a post I want you to make a bunch of. And then go into Facebook and schedule a bunch of these posts. And so what I'm doing is I'm basically gonna schedule all these posts in Facebook on my personal profile about this thing that I built. Now, the way I'm going to go, what I'm going to do next is I've already gone in and found some groups in my local area that are realtors, and I've already started automating those posts to go there as well. Now, if you're in Perplexity, there's actually a feature you can do, and I'll switch over to my account real fast. Uh, Under tasks, you can describe what you want, and these are good examples to look at. And you can schedule a task. So you can say like daily go in and do this thing. So I give a framework. So I say if I write a post, I turn that into a framework so it's repeatable. And then I tell the agent to go ahead and use that to create those posts. Um, in Facebook, you can schedule up to 50 posts, but you can have a daily task in Perplexity as well. So you don't have to use Facebook scheduling tool, but I did use it and I do use it. So, and I have other scheduling tools like Go High Level and things like that, but I'm just playing around simple. What you want to do is when you're in Perplexity, there's there's an option in Perplexity when you download it and install it called Assistant. And if you hit Control A, or I'm sorry, Option A or Alt A on a Windows keyboard, um, you can open the assistant, close the assistant. So I'll just give you guys a quick walkthrough on that. So once you have this assistant open, you can hit this. This will allow you to create a new thread. Think of that as a new chat. This will show your existing chats and then open in a tab. I don't ever use that, but so I have my other one open here in Facebook. And so I'm basically just posting all kinds of stuff. I've gone into, I've done cold DMs with this. I've actually had it go into groups, find people, add them as friends, basically look for my customer profile. I've had it basically find them, qualify them, and then send them a friend request, and then send them a cold DM. So you can do that. Like you can do customer research inside of groups. You can do cold DMs. You can do friend requests. I've gone and found people who I know have good followings, and I've even used it to go in to find their profile, find the people that have engaged with their profile around AI content, and then actually friend request them. And one of the reasons I do that is because I want to write personal profile things, and I want people to see my personal profile instead of bombarding them with cold DMs. So I friend request them. That's one old tactic I learned like 10 years ago in affiliate marketing. So that's one option. Other is just straight up cold DM. The other is just, like I said, going into groups, finding things, automating groups, posts in groups. Like automating posts to groups is like damn near impossible if you don't own the group. So what I've been doing is I've been going in and saying, go to the group, look at the group rules, write me a post that follows the group rules, but conveys the thing I need to convey so that I can get whatever out of the group that I want. And I'm always trying to make sure I'm providing value. So if I write a post, I try to offer value within the post too. So like, I'm not just constantly trying to pull from the group. So that's the thing I wanted to talk about. If you have any questions, I'm just going to upload this unedited. It's going up into YouTube and my school group. And anyways, that's it. Thanks.